You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Vera and Carol, thank you so much for your buy me an energy drink request. You're bringing back down some Hallatar for us. Thank you so much for this. The song today, though, is My Mistake.
Thank you so much, Vera and Carol. I'm really looking forward to this one. I loved the last Hallatar. Vera and Kiddo, I'm so excited for Hallatar. The last one we did was Melt, and if you haven't seen that reaction to anyone here, then go check that out. It was absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for My Mistake coming down the rabbit hole. So happy that we have an official music video so we can see all the artistic wonder that this band puts together for their song. If you guys are as excited to be here as we are, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
The first song we hear from Hallatar was a mournful masterpiece, and we know that this band was created after, I think, the lead, one of the members of Hallatar's wife, Aaliyah, passed away from Trees of Eternity. So yes, we know that's why this band was made. So we're looking forward to see what they have in store for the official music video. Thank you so much, Vera and Carol. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I just wanted to get your first thoughts on this.
This is phenomenal. I really like the last two songs we've heard, this one and Melt, have all been slower kind of pace songs.
Yeah.
And I really like that about this band, that they're not going super heavy, but yet they have that same heaviness feel that you get with other bands.
Absolutely.
The acoustic electric guitar sounds absolutely phenomenal in this.
Yeah.
Like, phenomenal. The female singer is a bit quiet.
Yeah, it's hard to hear what she's saying.
It's hard to hear what she's saying. She is a little bit quiet. So I have been kind of pressing my headphones into my ears to try and get a little bit more of the lyrics.
Right.
Essentially what I'm picking up is because of the mistakes that have been made in the past is what has caused the pain of the present or future.
Right.
And that's kind of what I'm picking up. I could be wrong, but that's just from the little bit that I've heard.
Right.
Her voice is phenomenal.
Definitely.
She has a beautiful voice, absolutely amazing.
Tommy sounds great too.
Tommy sounds phenomenal as always.
Yeah.
Like, I love the connection of the two of them together. But I really like how it is a slower song, almost ballad like again.
Yeah, it's so mournful again. Like, Hallatar makes a perfect mournful music.
They do. They absolutely do.
And I love that throne that she was sitting on too.
Yeah, and her crown, her like tiara of crystals that she had. Very well done.
Absolutely. And I wanted to say real quick, this guy with his hair just coming out, you can't even see his face. It's like giving an eerie vibe that I'm kind of like, it looks like that's part of the mistake.
Absolutely.
What an abrupt ending. Man, they put you in a mood, don't they? Incredible. What were you feeling towards the end there? It started getting more magnificent as it continued on, and it was just incredible for me. The easiest lyrics I heard was when he was growling. When's that happen?
Yeah. No kidding.
Right?
Oh my God. At the very end there, they were repeating about the lies in the ocean, the water full of lies, and then it changed to the water full of razor blades,
Oh,
and how they cut deep, and like it's just going, and breaking out of the silence. I'm just trying to remember all those lyrics. It was intense. I like what you said about the ending being so abrupt,
yeah.
because I feel like this is kind of like a continuation. I think it's from the same album as Melt,
Could be, yeah. For sure.
because
It,
the
most likely,
female
yeah.
singer there was dressed very similarly. She was wearing the same
Yeah,
black dress,
Yeah.
very mournful.
very true.
I feel like it is a continuation, and I could be wrong, but if it is, then it makes sense that it had such an abrupt ending, because lead singer there, his soulmate, his partner who had passed away.
Yeah.
When you lose someone like that, it is abrupt,
It sure is, yeah.
right?
It comes out of
It
nowhere.
comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so having that ending where it's like, hey, there's this pain that's going on, we're trying to talk about it, trying to break through the silence, you know, there's all these lies that are built up, be it little lies like what we're telling our son, even, you know, saying yes when you don't actually know what it is that's going on,
Yeah.
is still a little lie. And those little tiny lies that you don't realize are lies that you tell yourself,
They add up.
they add up and they add up, and they cause this pain that you just can't really get out of. And
Because they become you.
They become you.
Yeah.
And you create this mask full of lies
Yeah.
that you don't realize you've necessarily created, and that's where it becomes almost pathological in times.
Yeah.
And so these lies that cut like razor blades that have been built up, even what's not said can be a lie in itself.
I mean, think of all the people that never said anything when the evil was happening, and like the Nazis. That's your mistake for not saying something.
Those are your own lie to just be like, oh, well, we'll just won't say anything and it'll just pass by.
Yeah.
And so for them to say break the silence, to break out of these razor blades, and then when he started growling, and that's when she
even started embodying the growling
Inbound.
and saying everything the same.
and the lip syncing of that growl that she was doing was just
So cool.
phenomenal.
And when they were singing together, that was incredible.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
The entire time there was this little thing that was playing through going, which kept that kind of eerie tone throughout it, which Melt also had that eerie tone that was playing throughout, which makes me feel like they're a combination or a continuation of each other.
I think you're right. That whole album probably is dealing with some of the same feelings that these people all are going through.
Absolutely, because this was still very mournful in the same way.
Yeah.
But it was mourning a different aspect of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, speaking of my own experience with loss and losing a partner, you go through different realizations, because when you first go through it, it's like you're hit with a truck and you can't move. And then you go through, as you're kind of dealing with the grief, you start to remember different things. First you romanticize everything, but then you start questioning things, but then you start putting blame on yourself and then blame on other people, and you start wondering where the lies were, where the buildup was, and you become your own detective, trying to figure out what happened and why it happened and how it could have changed, so this kind of reminds me, the last two songs remind me of those different aspects of what you deal with when you go through grief. And if I remember correctly, this entire album was written within a week after the passing.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So each song is really, we're going to start seeing those stages of how this singer has dealt with his grief of losing that partner.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really feeling, that emotion within it. And that almost like
there's so much pain in these songs.
So much pain in these songs that it draws you in. the female singer was very quiet, but what she was saying was so intense. Like you had to like really listen in and hone into what she was saying, because she was talking about her own grief. And so I still think that she is the embodiment
Of
of
Aaliyah?
Aaliyah.
Right.
And the reason I feel that way is because we also haven't seen this male singer and the female singer together in any
Very
scene
true.
together.
I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
Right? They're always separated, and they're always
Yep.
almost playing that dance with one another within the music itself.
Never can reach each other.
Yeah.
I like that. You're so good at pulling that out, and like I couldn't hear the lyrics too well, so like I'd love to see the lyrics as well, but like my mistake, I think we all have gone through our lives where we're in a position now after all these bad choices where now you're here, and how the heck do you get out of it? And regret, and that feeling of regret is horrible. That's kind of where my mistake leads me to, is all the regrets that people have. And a lot of people say they don't have regrets. Maybe you haven't lived hard enough, because it's hard to make the right choice every single time when some real things are happening. So I mean, this song's, it always makes us think. This band's incredible, and I definitely need more. I always expected to go a little harder too, but like you said, they bring so much power without needing to go that crazy of a tempo.
I think it's because there's so much emotion in here.
Yeah.
Like in their music, it's so heartfelt that they don't need to have those power metal style riffs that you get with other bands, because there, even though there's emotion in all the music, emotions are different.
They let you feel the emotions instead of abruptly changing it to another one with a
Yeah.
different time signature or anything. So like you get to dwell in it.
And
You get to
that
melt in it.
and that do 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 do
Keeps the melody going.
that
at
was
least.
playing throughout the entire backtracking, or like the entire song, really kept you in that meditative state with
Yeah.
it, with everyone. So it's
Yeah, the last 5 minutes of that song compared to the first 2 minutes just blew by.
yeah.
And it was incredible. So if you guys had a good time with us, hit that like button. If you want to see some more Hallatar, let us know in the comments below. And if you are new to the channel and you want to be part of the Enter the Chronic family, you can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, because we are now exiting the rabbit hole.
Thank you everyone for being here with us today, and thank you so much, Fair and Kiro, for bringing Hallatar back down the rabbit hole. I'm absolutely loving this band and loving going down the Hallatar rabbit hole to learn about their pain and what they've gone through, and the beautiful music that they've created from it. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.